Uniform loads protect quality during transport.
The factory signals the next phase of transformation.
Keep coming, slow, stop.
Cleaning begins the moment material enters the plant. Liquid is released, fiber remains.
Extraction ends. Refinement begins. Human oversight balances machine force.
Evaporation removes water with efficiency.
Heat and time remove water and allow crystals to form. Crystals are born by design. Liquid becomes structured matter.
Here, rotation reaches thousands of revolutions per minute.
Food safe screening runs continuously at full speed. Scale defines modern production.
And this is how modern factories produce sugar from start to finish.
Every grain of sugar begins its journey here, rooted in the soil under the first light of day.
Sugarcane reaches maturity only after months of vertical growth.
Modern harvesting replaces hand labor with precision-driven steel.
Each cut is calculated to preserve sugar-rich fibers.
Unwanted debris is removed before transport even begins.
Harvest efficiency depends on standardized stacking. Alignment prepares cane for mechanical handling. Heavy equipment replaces manual lifting.
Uniform loads protect quality during transport.
Even leftovers are engineered into the system. Movement begins only when alignment is secured. Freshness is measured in minutes, not hours. Transport corridors are designed for uninterrupted flow. The factory signals the next phase of transformation.
Human control remains central, even at industrial scale.
The agricultural world fades as industry takes over. Entry begins with verification. Measurement marks the handover point. Once inside, movement becomes methodical.
Protection preserves quality at arrival.
Precision begins before the first transfer.
For 7% of reaching with the breach.
Keep coming, slow, stop.
Accuracy here protects both people and machinery. Every load is measured, recorded, and released into the system. The handover is about to begin. Raw material enters the factory intact. Below-ground intake transitions into controlled preparation. The factory takes control of movement. Contamination is separated before water is introduced. Cleaning begins the moment material enters the plant. Only what is loose is removed.
Order is restored before cleaning begins.
Water completes the cleaning cycle.
Density protects downstream equipment. Cleaning removes everything that does not belong in the process.
Uniform flow prepares material for extraction.
Material is cleared for preparation.
Final rinse completes cleaning.
Preparation begins in a controlled environment.
Uniform input protects downstream machines.
Material size and flow are locked before crushing.
Size reduction begins with precision.
Scale defines modern sugar extraction.
Each stage prepares for extraction, not destruction. Liquid is released, fiber remains. Extraction happens in controlled stages. Byproducts exit on a parallel path.
Human oversight balances machine force. Extraction ends. Refinement begins.
Mechanical filtration removes the last physical remnants of the cane. Time and gravity complete the purification. Clarification begins with controlled movement. Temperature activates separation. Uniform chemistry prevents instability. Gravity becomes the primary filter. Contaminants exit below the process.
Purity rises to the surface. Quality is verified, not assumed.
Lime is added to stabilize raw juice and prepare impurity removal.
Final solids are removed completely. Stability is maintained before concentration. The clarified liquid moves toward concentration.
Automation confirms chemical precision. Clarification ends. Concentration begins.
Lime neutralizes acids and binds impurities before separation begins. Clarified juice enters concentration.
Evaporation removes water with efficiency.
Concentration gives way to structure.
Concentration increases step by step. Clarity remains as density rises. Vacuum protects sugar from heat damage. Heat and time remove water and allow crystals to form. The liquid reaches crystallization strength. Crystals are born by design. Growth is controlled, not rushed.
Separation comes next.
Precision governs every molecule.
Crystallization is complete.
Liquid becomes structured matter.
Crystallization is complete.
At this stage, we spin the mass liquid at extremely high speed. Centrifugal force pushes the liquid molasses outward.
Here, rotation reaches thousands of revolutions per minute, separating crystals from liquid with pure centrifugal force.
Balance is set before speed.
When the basket spins, centrifugal force pushes the liquid outward faster than the solid crystals.
Density determines direction.
What remains is solid sugar, ocel, separated, clean, and ready for drying.
Liquid byproduct exits cleanly.
Solids exit under control.
Warm, filtered air passes through the sugar, removing moisture without melting the crystals. Temperature defines shelf stability. Rotation and air separate, dry, and stabilize the crystals.
Dryness is measured, not guessed. At scale, separation becomes a continuous system. Drying is completed gradually, stabilizing the sugar for long-term storage.
Separated, dried, and stabilized, the sugar is now ready for packaging.
Packaging begins the moment flow is stabilized.
Flow control prevents downtime and inconsistent fills. Packaging begins with a neutral container, designed only to protect the product.
Bulk packaging prioritizes strength and accuracy.
Weight accuracy is established before any branding is applied.
Identification is applied after accuracy is confirmed.
Food safe screening runs continuously at full speed. Order is restored before secondary packaging begins.
Even at massive scale, human precision still drives retail packing.
Cases are sealed, identified, and made traceable. Scale, human coordination still defines pallet stability.
Finished sugar is prepared for global distribution. Stabilization protects the product beyond the factory floor.
And this is how modern factories produce sugar from start to finish. Distribution begins beyond the perimeter.
Scale defines modern production. And this is how modern factories produce sugar from start to finish.